All day long we're telling stories. We're telling stories when we're talking to people. We are telling these stories about ourselves. We're creating our truth. We're creating our reality. And I want to use myself for an example. A story that I have been known to tell was, I was divorced twice. I was engaged once. That didn't work. So let me tell you a different story that I tell now that I know the power of the frequency of the words that we speak and the stories we're telling that are becoming our legacy. Is I experienced these relationships. I experienced my first husband in a way that taught me so much about the strength that I have. And then I was married again to a man who showed me the meaning, how powerful it is, and how important it is to be in love with myself so that I don't require anything from this person, because he was also learning who he was during this time. And I've grown immensely from these, and I am a better partner because of these experiences I've had. It's the same information. It's just a whole different perspective. We can talk about things like our day. We could talk about the day we had. It was really busy at work, and I didn't really even get to take a lunch, and I'm exhausted. Or you can say, I had such a productive day. Today I accomplished so much. Now I need to celebrate myself with rest and relaxation because I deserve it. That is a totally different high frequency perspective of our life. It's the same with our health. We all tell this story of, for instance, I'll do my story of, for most of my life, I had such a horrible stomach that I know it was from the pain and suffering from my childhood trauma. But whenever I was, 27, I found out I had H. pylori, and I cured it with medicine. The other perspective, which I see now, is I was in a position to focus so intensely on myself and my diet that I learned the benefits of health and nutrition, and it made me gave me the wisdom I have today to be the healer that I am. It's a whole other perspective, but the stories we tell are telling our story. It is our legacy. This is what we are saying about ourselves. This is the story we're telling about ourselves and to ourselves. And the more we have that mentality of victim with all of the things that we've experienced in our life, the more we perpetuate the victim mentality, the more that cycle continues. But when we can acknowledge our perspective and be responsible for creating the high frequency perspective of it and tell a new story, our whole life changes. Everything around us changes. The love we have for ourselves, the love we have for others, the easier we can forgive. I had parents who left me. My mother did drugs and she was gone some days. I didn't know where she was for days at a time. Or I witnessed a woman struggling to love herself. She would disappear for days trying to find herself. I was able to become the strong woman I am through those experiences. All about perspective. High frequency perspective, okay? I hope this resonates with some of you who are going through your what you feel like is an identity crisis, but what we're doing is we're leveling up our awareness, we're expanding our consciousness, and we're able to see things differently. So we're having to reframe who we are. It's evolution, baby. Love you guys. Ciao. I wanted to add that whenever we're talking about other people in our life as well, we're also telling their story. And the more we tell the story of our perspective of who they are, the more they're gonna be that. So if you feel like you're telling a story about someone that's low frequency, think about how you're putting that into their reality, into your own reality, because what you get from them is what you're telling the universe that they give you. Grace and compassion will get us really far in Ascension. Grace and compassion. Tell a new story.